So there you go. That was from Phantom of the Open. And we're back now with Alistair Price has joined me. Good afternoon, Alistair. And Jen's still with us. How are you doing?
I'm okay, thank you.
Now, what's your role here at the Boo?
Well, I'm an associate artist at the Boo, but I'm also a member of the film club who helped choose the films for the programme.
And I've already made a mistake because we're not called the Boo anymore, are we?
No, £10 fine.
£10 fine. What are we now?
Horse and Bamboo.
It is. There's a big rebranding going on with the whole establishment, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, in a way, we're going back to what the company was called right at the start, and it just makes it easier. Everything's called Horse and Bamboo. People remember the name, certainly. You know.
Yeah, it's got a bit more of a connection with local history. I've already had the £10 fine, so I'm not going to do that again. I don't like being a tenner down in an interview. This is quite a varied film programme that you've got coming up. How do you go about putting together a programme like that?
Well, we've tried to think of things that chime with the rest of the programme. So we have children's films, particularly during the holiday period, but we also have things that reflect the locality if we can. We have we've had things like we had Whistle Down the Wind, I think, a while back. We have films that perhaps have been in the main cinemas, but people didn't really get a chance to go and see them. So the Phantom of the Open is an example. But we've also got things that perhaps we've had to go searching for. So we've got United Skates, which is a documentary. It was available on the BBC, but actually to see it in the cinema, well, you can't. So we got in touch with the company in the United States, and they got back to us.
And that's the thing, is that sometimes these films, they'll come out, but actually it's getting rarer and rarer for things to get, especially independent films, to get a big, national cinema release, isn't it?
Yeah, so they're not very long in the cinema, and then they go straight to being downloadable or whatever, but I prefer to see them in the cinema.
And Jen, you'll be able to tell us this a bit. I mean, that sort of wide variety of programme, it's popular with the theatre-going audience and the kind of arts audience, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's loads of crossover with all of our programme. Really, we do get people coming to watch some live music here, and then coming to the cinema and things like that. So yeah, that's part of the reason for really trying to mix up the films and have something completely different on every month. So yeah, we're hoping that there's something for everyone in there.
It gives everybody a big sort of spot of variety, really. And do you want to take us through some of these films? You mentioned United Skates. So we've got a documentary in there. We've got a British comedy with Phantom of the Open. What else can people expect?
We've got Herself, which, to quote the blurb, is Sandra is a mum struggling to provide for her young daughters. But the proceeds from the ticket for that one are being donated to Lancashire Women, empowering women to live safer, happier and more positive lives. That's the sort of the social aspect of what we do.
Gives it a real sense of community, doesn't it?
But we've got comedy. We've got Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the film version of that, the Douglas Adams books. We've got The Painter and the Thief, which I don't know much about, but it's one that one of the other members of the group suggested. But it's just about the theft of two paintings by a Czech artist, who I'm not going to pronounce the name of.
And it sounds like the process for bringing the films up, as you mentioned, it's another member of the film club. Yeah. It sounds like quite a democratic process of actually we want to have films for everybody.
Yeah, the meetings we've had, we've tried to sort of think, well, have we got a music one this time? Have we got, because that's another important audience for us. But try and keep it as varied and accessible, but with a few interesting, unusual films in that might surprise people. And hopefully, if we have a regular audience, people get to see something that they wouldn't necessarily have gone to see because they sort of want to come and see a film at the Horse and Bamboo. So
It's a good job I'm not on your commissioning panel. You'd just be watching Back to the Future every week. That would be the problem. Now, where can we find out more information about getting tickets, for example?
So all the information is on our website, which is horseandbamboo.org, or it's all on our social media channels as well. So Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, you can find us, Horse and Bamboo.
Excellent. And I've also seen that there's a very nice shiny brochure that's floating around as well. So I'm sure you'll find that in the local community. Now, we're just going to finish up. It's been a pleasure talking to you both. Now, we've played a little bit from Phantom of the Open earlier on. United Skates. Now, you mentioned that there's... am I right in thinking that Salt and Pepper are in this film?
Yeah, that's right. So they've really come out of that community. It's about the black community who use these skating... I'm trying to think of the word, skating halls that are being closed down across the United States because they're prime real estate sites. And so Salt and Pepper, the rap hip-hop duo, came out of that culture, and so it'd be quite nice to play one of their songs.
Excellent. Any excuse for a bit of hip-hop at this time of night, that's perfect. Thank you very much. Alistair, Jen, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, yeah.
Thanks.
Great.